Parents, relatives, and friends, good evening to one and all. My name is Zachary Beam, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to serve as a principal of Fort Mill High School. We gather here today to honor our graduates. I ask that those in the stands remain seated and refrain from shouting, clapping, or any other behavior that takes the attention away from our graduates during the presentation of the diplomas. It is essential that every graduate in this ceremony be given the dignity, respect, and honor that they are due on this happy occasion. Each person in attendance came to convey the respect and support to one or more of our graduates, and they desire to hear clearly the specific names of those graduates called and to see them walk across the stage without distraction. Please help us to make this a dignified ceremony that honors each graduate. Upon the last graduate crossing the stage, I ask that each of you join me in giving the class of 2025 a standing ovation at that time. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening, everybody. It is my privilege to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the Fort Mill High School class of 2025. My name is Charlie Duda, and it has been my honor to be the student body president for this year. This has been a tremendous 4 years, and I'm so happy to be in front of you all tonight. I spent all 13 years of my schooling here in the Fort Mill School District, so to finally be about to walk across this stage is amazing. We are now entering a crucial time of change. As you walk across the stage and out the doors, closing this chapter of your life, I want you to think about the sheer effort that it took to make it to this point. From itty-bitty kindergartners to embarrassed middle schoolers to now graduating seniors, you have grown and achieved so much. Whether I've known you since kindergarten or just met you this year, I've enjoyed every moment of being a part of our shared Fort Mill journey. Wherever you are choosing to go after high school, take some time to stop and think about the little things in life. I've noticed that the little things are the ones that people seem to forget the most. Little things like the way your favorite teacher says hi to you in the hallways, a kind note in your lunch, someone letting you even to school even though it's against security protocols, getting a class with your friends, the person who lets you merge on Sam Smith, giggling over a silly joke in class, and something not so little, when you walk down the halls of our school, realizing that it would be your last time doing it as a Fort Mill High School student. Dr. Seuss wrote, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." I encourage you to take some time and reflect on your experiences, good and bad, happy and sad. Do not let the small moments leave you, because those are the moments that make living so special. Fort Mill has been my life for the past 18 years, so moving on from here is a bit like a sucker punch, but I know for me and each and every one of you, wherever you move on to, wherever life takes you, we will always remember the joys, triumphs, and painstaking time spent trying to understand Pride and Prejudice. I would like to thank all the teachers, staff, and admin who made this moment possible, and the parents who were there to keep us going. And now, I can finally say, you will always be a Yellow Jacket, and congratulations to us all. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you to all the students, teachers, faculty, family members, and guests who are here to celebrate this moment with us. My name is Bella, and it is an incredible honor to stand before you as the salutatorian of the class of 2025. To start things off, I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to the people who have helped mold me into the person I am today. To the incredible teachers and staff who carry our school on your shoulders, thank you. Your dedication to teaching, your care for each student, and your endless encouragement have made a lasting impact on all of us. Ms. Perez, thank you for answering my never-ending calculus questions and for always being a source of advice. Dr. McGarity, thank you for inspiring me to pursue a path in medicine. Ms. Ledford, thank you for opening your classroom doors to us at lunch and for being our school mom. The list goes on, but the truth is, words cannot fully express our gratitude. You've made this school feel more like home, and for that, we are eternally grateful. Of course, none of us would be here today without the love and support of our families and friends. They are the people we needed most to encourage us when senioritis was really hitting. To my parents, thank you for patiently listening to my complaints about homework, offering advice when I needed it most, and making sacrifices so I can follow my dreams. To my siblings, Emma and Mia, I don't think I could make a speech without mentioning you two. Thank you for being my built-in best friends and my biggest motivators. You've made me the competitive person I am today, and I honestly don't know where I'd be without you. And to my friends who have stuck with me through thick and thin, thank you for always having my back, for encouraging me to be better, and for sharing in the highs and lows of these years. I love you all. I look out at all of you, and I realize that this moment is more than just a celebration of our academic achievements. It's a testament to everything we've been through together and how we've grown as a community. As we reflect on our high school years, it's clear that we've had some unforgettable experiences. From freshman year with a fire breather at BMOC and being required to take physical science only to find out it was gone shortly after, to senior year filled with state championships, winning Spirit Week, and of course, finally getting to dress up for Jazzercise, we've truly lived through some of the best moments of our lives so far. We've spent 2,340 days, give or take a few, together in school since kindergarten. From the early days of learning how to add 2 + 2 and making lifelong friends on the playground, to the more recent days of tackling derivatives and struggling to stay awake through class, it's been a journey that has not always been easy. There have been late nights, stressful exams, and moments of failure. But we are here today because we learned from each other, leaned on one another, and celebrated every little victory. We've put in the hard work, but the future is full of even more days. Days we will continue to shape with our passion and determination. Though the future may seem uncertain, knowing that we have each other and knowing we've shared this chapter makes it a little less daunting. I'm looking out at a sea of blue caps and seeing this future generation of so many who are going to make a difference in the world. Each of us has worked incredibly hard to reach this moment, and I have no doubt that we will accomplish great things. Our paths may differ, but we are on this journey together, and we are ready for whatever comes next. So as we step into the future, let's take a moment to appreciate how far we've come and continue to support one another as we shape a brighter tomorrow. As I close, I want to leave you with a quote that I hope will inspire you as you take your next step. The road ahead is long, but it is ours to travel. So let's walk it with hope, with heart, and with courage. Class of 2025, congratulations, we did it.
Good evening, parents, relatives, faculty, and class of 2025. My name is Josh Barraclough, and I'm honored to be your all's valedictorian. For the past several years, many of us have convened under the same roof, day after day, year after year. Not only is tonight the last night that we will all be gathered together, but it is also the last time that most of us will see one another. While this may be a difficult reality, I believe that tonight serves as a beautiful representation of how time passes and how things change. We've all heard of the saying, nothing lasts forever. Our lives will not last forever. This celebratory weekend will not last forever. And even the time we spent sitting in traffic leaving school did not last forever. I believe that there are two prominent lessons that can be learned from this simple principle. The first lesson is that we must always be prepared for what is to come. As I learned from football, the game happens before it happens, as do the events in our lives. We must think about the future and plan out our goals, for we know that our current situation will not endure forever. We must never become too comfortable in life, because to put it simply, things change. Now, while preparedness is essential to life, it is also crucial to live in the present, which leads me into the second lesson. It can often be easy to get caught up with our busy lives and our never-ending schedules. However, what is life if not enjoyed? We should all take after Edna Mode, who once said, "I never look back, darling, it distracts from the now." We simply cannot live our lives preoccupied. In Matthew chapter 6, verse 34, we are reminded, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." So be where your feet are and take the time to enjoy your life. In fact, I urge each and every one of you to laugh at the jokes you hear, to eat the food in front of you, and to thank the people who take the time to help you. On that note, I'd like to say a special thank you to my amazing parents who have been with me every step of my life and who have always provided for me. To my sisters who have always inspired me and shaped me to be who I am today. To my friends who have always helped me and with whom I made so many great memories. And on behalf of the entire graduating class, I'd like to thank all of the outstanding educators from whom we've been blessed to learn, and to all the faculty and staff that have made our high school careers possible. While I do not have time to thank everyone by name, we sincerely appreciate your work. Going forward, I implore you all to look ahead in your lives, to think about the future, and to truly strive for the goals that you set. However, do not get lost in chasing your goals. Be present, be with the people around you, and be grateful for all that God has given to you. Most importantly, stay humble and never place success before helping others. I'd like to close with a reminder that I hope will stick with you all as you go forth into your lives. There is a God who knows you, who loves you, and who cares for you. He has never and will never leave your side, and He is the only reason that I'm before you all today. You can always turn to Him, so I encourage you all to open that door. It's truly been a great 4 years, Fort Mill, and I appreciate the time that we've all had together and all the memories that we've made. I wish you all the best in your endeavors, and I pray for peace wherever you go. Thank you all, and congratulations.
I would like to take this time to welcome the members of the Fort Mill School District Board of Trustees here with us today. Chairwoman Ms. Christy Spears, Vice Chairwoman Ms. Lippy Pratt, Ms. Michelle Branning, Mr. Wayne Bolden, Mr. Anthony Bodie, and Mr. Joe Helms, as well as our Superintendent Dr. Chuck Epps, Associate Superintendent Ms. Leanne Lordo, our Assistant Superintendent Mr. Gray Young, and Executive Director Dr. Gail Scroggs. I'd also like to extend a special congratulations to Mr. Gray Young, who was recently announced as a Fort Mill Schools Superintendent beginning this July. Congratulations, sir. Welcome parents, relatives, and friends. Welcome faculty and staff of Fort Mill High School. And most importantly, welcome class of 2025. It is customary to recognize the distinguished members of our faculty who will be leaving us for the next chapter of their life, retirement. Even though their journey did not begin at Fort Mill High School, we are thankful they ended their career as a Yellow Jacket. All our retirees represent more than 220 years of educational service to students. At this time, we'd like to recognize our retiring teachers. Mr. David Deaton, Mr. Jerry Howe, Mr. Jason Ford, Mr. Mark Zink, Officer John Ayton, and Miss Margie O'Shea. We thank you for investing your time, talents, and passions into our students. Thank you. Before we continue on, I'd like to take a moment for a very special recognition. Tonight's ceremony marks not only a milestone for our graduates, but also the final graduation in the extraordinary career of our superintendent, Dr. Chuck Epps. Dr. Epps has dedicated over 45 years to education, and every one of them to the Fort Mill School District. He has served as a teacher, a coach, a principal, and a superintendent. And at every step, he has led with integrity, vision, and an unwavering commitment to students. It is only fitting that his final graduation takes place with us at Fort Mill High School. The namesake of the district, he helped grow into one of the finest in the state and beyond. Dr. Epps, your legacy is not measured in buildings or test scores, but in the lives you touched and the standards you set. On behalf of the entire faculty and staff of Fort Mill High School, we thank you for your leadership, your steady hand, and your belief in what schools can be when students come first. Now, we do have one final gift for you, and they told me I couldn't put it on stage for you, but it is a Fort Mill High School tradition that our retirees receive a rocking chair, so your rocking chair is waiting at Fort Mill High School. It is not just a place to rest, but it is a symbol of a career well spent and perhaps a gentle nudge to finally sit down just for a little bit. But I know that you're still going to be keeping eyes on things around here. Dr. Epps, thank you. Congratulations on your retirement. And from all of us at Fort Mill High School, I want you to always remember you'll always be part of the Fort Mill family. Thank you, sir. To everyone here and everyone watching at home, today, May 23rd, 2025, is a day that marks a significant milestone in your life. This day marks the culmination of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who is celebrating a graduate. Your commitment to your young person's education has been a vital part of their success. As the principal of Fort Mill High School, I have the unique privilege of teaching you the final lesson on your high school journey. My background is in mathematics, but today I'm not going to give you a formula and I'm not going to give you a test. Instead, I want to share a few lessons drawn from your time here and from the countless opportunities you have embraced as students at this incredible school. Let's begin with this truth. You've been part of something special. You've had the chance to learn from some of the best educators in the state, to challenge yourself with rigorous academics, to earn college credits before you even leave these halls, through advanced placement courses, dual credit programs, and partnerships with local community colleges. You've also had the opportunity to gain real-world experiences through our career and technical education courses, equipping you with valuable skills for both college and the workforce. These weren't just classes, they were opportunities. Opportunities to step ahead and to prepare and to dream. But Fort Mill High School has never just been about academics. You've had the chance to grow through athletics, to compete with pride, and to learn what it means to work hard, not just for yourself, but for your team. You've contributed to programs that have won championships and built traditions of excellence. You've made music and memories on the field with our marching band. You filled the auditoriums with harmony through chorus and dance. And you've brought creativity into life through visual arts. Whether it was center stage or behind the scenes, you gave your talents to something bigger than yourself, and we noticed. And beyond the fields, auditoriums, and classrooms, you've led. You served. Through clubs like Beta, Interact, Key Club, and Student Council, you've given back to your school and your community. You packed food, raised funds, mentored peers, and showed the world that leadership isn't about a title, it's about action. What defines the class of 2025 is not a set of statistics, but the countless opportunities you seized and made your own. Not just the courses you completed or the credits you earned, but the hours you spent practicing, rehearsing, volunteering, performing, and leading. They may not always appear on a transcript or a trophy, but they've shaped you all the same. They tell the story of who you've become: dedicated scholars, dependable teammates, passionate artists, and thoughtful leaders. Prepare to shape the world around you. As you sit here in your cap and gown, I ask that you take a moment to reflect on all the people who have helped you reach this day. The ones who encouraged you when you struggled, who believed in you even when you didn't believe in yourself. I hope you find a way to thank them and honor their contributions, because you didn't arrive here alone. As you prepare to take your next steps, I want to leave you with a few final lessons. Call them reminders from your principal, or maybe just a little wisdom passed down along before you go. First, remember where you came from. Think back to the Spirit Weeks, pep rallies, late night games, concerts, performances, state championships, club meetings, lunchtime laughter, and the everyday moments that stitched your high school years together. These memories will remind you of your roots and of a community that helped shape you. Second, follow your passions. Don't chase what's expected. Chase what excites you. The world needs your energy and your talents. Whatever your path you take, college, career, military, or something still unfolding, make sure it lights a fire in you. Third, be a lifelong learner. Graduation isn't the end of your education. It's a milestone. Stay curious, ask questions, read, listen. Learn from every job, every person, and every mistake. The best learners aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who are always willing to grow. Fourth, take risk. The safe route might feel comfortable, but growth happens outside your comfort zone. Be bold enough to fail. Be courageous enough to start again. The most successful people aren't the ones who never fall, they're the ones who keep getting up. And finally, be kind. Kindness doesn't require a grand gesture. It's a word of encouragement, a helping hand, a moment of empathy. These things matter. Be kind to your family, to your friends, to strangers, and most importantly, to yourself. Class of 2025, I congratulate each of you on all you've accomplished to get to this point. Your hard work, your perseverance, and your heart have brought you to this moment. As you leave Fort Mill High School, know that you will always be part of this family, and you will always hold a special place in my heart. And finally, class of 2025, I am proud of you. You belong, and I love you. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to present the candidates for the graduating class of 2025.
Joshua Taggart Barraclough. Isabel Avery Group. Vaibhav Ravibiratoj. Mark Lamar Newland. Isaac Samuel Campbell. Claire Christine Hanson. James Ian Watson. Daniel Andres Perez. Caitlin Rachel Rutledge. Sophia Grace Carnavale. Charles Norton Duda. Maya Sophia Sonnenblick. Maya Olivia Nuger. Eliza Walker Adams. Reagan Joy Adams. David Abraham Alazime. Milton Donald Alexander. Anaja Niera Nichelle Allen. Cameron Janae Ammons. Emily Carson Anders. Austin Christian Anderson. Joseph Mark Anderson. Lucy Grace Anderson. Nikhil Karthik Anamraju. William Jack Annan. Francesca Antigua. Karen Sophia Arambula Fragoso. Jonah Zachariah Armbrecht. Susie Elizabeth Arnett. Aiden Arigi. Andrew William Atkinson. Drew Michael Augustin. Wyatt Aiden Avila. Paola Ayala Mireles. Anaya Erez. Lucas Joshua Trilliana Badajos. Braden Joseph Bain. Aaron Groves Baker. Cade William Balsinger. Isabel Reese Barber. Angeli Michelle Barbosa Valerio. Jalen Francis Lamar Bates. Tyler David Bates. Levi David Beck. Naya Jane Susanna Becker. Andrew William Berman. Owen Michael Byrne. Pia Michaela Bayo Molina. Joseph Christian Belmonte. Joshua Caleb Bennett. Samantha Elizabeth Bennett. River Marianne Bernick. Jafon Nasir Berry. Anders David Bice. Jacob Glenn Beal. Ava Elizabeth Blankenship. Russell Allen Blankenship. Carter Ross Blankenship. Riley Elizabeth Blue. Brighton Emmanuel Blust. Arden Grace Bolduc. Ashton Michael Bowser. Grace Esther Boyd. Lincoln Jackson Brewer Reed. Esme Rose Bromham. Ryan Alexander Brophy. Tyler James Brothers. Jacob Robert Brown. Mackenzie Nicole Brown. Tyler Laird Brutzman. Liam James Buchanan. Elijah David Burcham. Madeline Ella Burcham. Jameer DeBron Burris. Megan Alyssa Cairns. Leah Grace Caldwell. Kaya Hosanna Rebecca Campbell. Cade Max Candy. Briggs Moultrie Cannon. Aaron McDonald Carlin. Logan Douglas Carolyn. Michael Christian Carre. Alexander David Carrero. Luis Guillermo Carreno. Shayla Berenda Carter. Jocelyn Ray Cash. Michael O'Brien Castino. Jack Anthony Caudill. Manuel Alejandro Cavada. Jocelyn Aline Chandler. Reese Caitlin Channel. Abigail Marie Chatham. Matrix Chowan. Patrick Lai Shea. Royce Everett Cherry. Jack Daniel Childs. Joshua Chintapali. Ashley Unji Cho. Ryan Hyatt Cleland. Taylor Elizabeth Coggins. Jose Michael Coligado. Natalie Grace Colombo. Avery Elizabeth Kahn. Owen Sandwell Arthur Connor. John Tyler Cook Holroyd. John Joseph Coppola. Aiden Xavier Coate. Ethan Chris Nevin Kokenauer. Ian Drake Cox. Andrew Clay Craddock. Yes, sir. Lacey Marie Kraft. Caitlin Annalise Kramer. Jonathan Sanderson Creamer. Melissa Ann Cruz Zapata. Jessica Lauren Curley. Nicolette Maria D'Alto Taveras. Justine Asia Das. Trenton Antonio Davis. Turian Nekwa Davis. Riley Danielle Delcourt. Ella Jane Demerly. Aiden Joseph Dembski. Aiden Salih Denise. Ariana Zara Denise. Gabrielle Renee Dennis. Elijah Isaiah Diaz Garcia. Faith Ellen Dickey. Christian Andrew Dickinson. Noah Matthew Dietz. Salvatore Di Stefano. Mary Caroline Dober. Tanner Hill Dodd. Ian Raul Dorado. Emery Rachel Dove. Michael Preston Dove. Ethan Thomas Dowd. Ethan Alexander Duggins. Giovanni Alejandro Duran. Cameron Steele Durham. McKenna Corrine Dyer. Caitlin Rose Eckert. Wyatt Allen Eckhart. Nicholas Antonio Carrier Edwards. Chase Kenneth Eller. Brinley Rose Ellis. Jade Lilith Enos. Dahlia Rain Erickson. Evan Matthew Falkowitz. Nicholas John Fallon. Rohish Fatima. Jade Isabel Faulkner. Troy Norman Faulkner. Peyton Marshall Ferguson. Natalie Fernandez Dominguez. Johann Robert Fichtel. Aiden Claire Fleming. Owen Bryce Fowler. Nicholas Charles Fox. William Michael Frost. Ethan Cole Folker. Emma Grace Funderburg. Miles Alexander Gabriel. Griffin Cade Gacy. Avery Joy Gages. Isabella Christine Gallegillos. Tucker Mack Gandy. Elena Renee Garcia. Esmeralda Jamie Garcia. Bradford Collins Garrigas. Emre Genk. Jaden Thomas Girangeli. Tucker Ray Gibson. Matt Samuel Geiler Zamora. Cheyenne Marie Gillett. Andrew John Givens. Logan Jace Gonzalez. Gavin Philip Gordon. Damian Bryant Graham. Ephraim Andrew Grant. Alexander Talmadge Gray. Ayla Elizabeth Green. Kathleen Elizabeth Griffin. Victoria Grace Griffin. Delaney Teresa Gross. Stephen Christopher Guilfoyle. Liam Jennings Gouda. Kaylin Reese Hadley. Kenneth Shannon Hall. Rachel Lynn Hall. Savannah Mae Hanson. Carter Calvin Hanson. Lauren Elise Hardy. Jeremiah Zayden Harper. Juliet Truth Harris. Mackenzie Ann Harris. Trinity Hannah Harris. Bethany Dawn Harvey. Charles Vincent Haynes. Savannah Grace Heacock. Aubrey Marie Heaton. Sailor Grace Heberling. Olivia Grace Helfrich. Antonella Maria Hernandez. Chad Andres Hernandez. Isabella Herrera. Eva Francesca Harrington. Cooper Jean Hines. Gibson Joseph Hollis. Grayson Dorsey Holloway. Amariah Jadea Hope. Angelina Shuri Hovey. Asher Sky Hudson. Thomas Matias Huertas del Pino. Lincoln Martin Humphrey. Brady Christian Hunt. Loudon Joseph Hyde. Christopher Isaiah Jackson. Zane Riddick Jackson. Matthew Robert Jaffaraki. Jack Crawford Jellerson. Ayush Jimmy. Bryce Jaden Johnson. Noah Patrick Johnson. Sarah Grace Johnson. William Whalen Johnson. Oliver Samuel Johnston. Marissa Rose Jones. Anna Mackenzie Jordans. John William Kadish. Keegan Michael Kearns. Caleb John Keene. Emily Grace Keffer. Painter Harrison Kelly. Tyler Brian Kelly. Weston Michael Kenworthy. Haley Rose Clefman. Gabrielle Nicole Knight. Zachary Michael Koroskenye. Malcolm Chrysophan Kraft. Rachel Joy Krantz. Preston Allen Kazan. David Carson Lackey. Michael Alexander Lambert. Brentley Michael Laughter. Aramis Gabrielle Lawless. Dylan Lee LeClaire. Vivian Dowman Lee. Anthony Joseph Labardi. Kamari Elijah Leitner. Michael Arthur Lindsay. Isabel Jayani Loknath. Jack David Lomenzo. Parker Joseph Long. Cameron Jarrett Lawrence. Daniel Dominic Luis. Aaron Michael Luna. Madeline Rose Lux. Thomas Glenn Mabry. Grace Bouchard Macos. Josue Machuca Tavera. Tate Alexander Mack. Landon Attila Mataras. Vanessa Taylor Marr. Brandy Joan Macroniotis. Benjamin Andrew Mallet. Liam Eric Manali. Colin Adam Mans. Kara Elizabeth Mans. Jalen Gabriel Merrow. Jackson Luke Hudgens Marsh. Stanley Marshall. Seth Zane Martin. Shane Stephen Martin. Lucy Faye Rosenberg Marzarati. Michael James Mason. Noah Fitzgerald Mason. Thomas Caden Mason. Liam Tanner Mays. Lily Elizabeth McBrayer. Hannah Jane McCaffrey. Caroline Dawn McCann. David James McCann. Brianna Nicole McCargo. Kurt Angelo McCarthy. Andrew Thomas McCloskey. Parker Philip McDaniel. Jordan Marie McDonald. Jasmine Janera McDougall. Olivia Ann McInnes. Carly Brianne McMillan. Patrick Bliss McNabb. Jacob Christopher McNeely. Jeremiah Chance McNeil. Nathan Michael Meadows. Arnav Avinash Meshram. Tyler Brennan Metcalf. Bailey Sienna Micah. Allison Rager Miller. Cameron Jessia Miller. Connor William Miller. Lucas Benjamin Miller. Madeline Michael Miller. Samuel Joseph Miller. Natalia Sarai Mohammed Sena. Dylan Patrick Monahan. Matthew Mitch Mundrowski. Brandon Lamar Moore. Charles Walker Moore. Claire Elizabeth Moore. Verton Morris. Olivia Ashlyn Morton. Hutton Greer Mudre. Vincent Oscar Magavero. Diego Munoz. Jacob James Nally. Renee Nicole Neff. Morgan Elizabeth Nelson. Jay-Z Narette. Madeline Jane Nestle. Joy Nee. Leo Winter Malcolm Nielsen. Dustin Tyler Nicious. Riley Christopher Nicious. Samantha Finley Knoll. Camden Jacob Norris. Rory Mack Nowicki. Zoe Paige Nosneski. Gabrielle Reagan Oltman. Sia Sayanakar Omar. Angelia Jasmine Ortiz. Kyle Michael Ostrander. Walter Gabriel Ovalis Jaimes. Kenneth Khalil Scott Overton. William Alexander Pack. Isabella Marie Palladino. Navneet Singh Panisar. Adrian Jose Paredes Carrillo. Logan Jaleel Parker. Austin Mitchell Parks. Dominique Christian Patania. Anna A. Patel. Alexander James Petit. Joshua Bishop Patterson. Priasia Junior Patterson. Eden Alexandra Payne. Lydia Carol Pelfrey. Jackson Lee Pendleton. Thomas Andrew Pendleton. Jacob Conan Pettit. Gracie Marie Phillips. Campbell Dawson Player. Kayla Gabrielle Pulias. Jack Mahoney Powers. Varshana Prasad. Grant Harrison Presnell. Robert Craig Pretty. Luke Reynolds Rappa. William Joseph Ratledge. Catherine Margaret Reddy. Alexander Stephen Rebman. Robert Michael Reed II. George Bishoy Rezick. Diamond Elena Rhodes. Jackson Thomas Rhodes. Kelton Bibiana Rice. Emily Grace Rimmer. Ryan Jeremiah Ringer. Alyssa K. Ripa Dimiana. John Wyatt Risk. Sawyer Stanley Rivers. Callie Nicole Roberts. Jalen LaShawn Robinson. Michael Monroe Rogers. Cody David Romero. Olivia Neve Rooney. Isabella Josephine Rossi. Ava Leanna Rovenstein. Ishan Roy Chowdhury. Baird Virgil Ruff. James Christian Sanders. Trenton Livingston Sanders. Alexandra Samantha Salceda. Ace Angelo Scardino. Emery Ann Schaefer. Nathan Henry Schimpfhauser. Zoe Nicole Schmidt-Rhodes. Victoria Jadwiga Schneider. Isabella Marie Scott. Chloe Marie Seal. Ava Riley C. Brady Gregory Seeger. James Robert Jeffrey Seegard. Olivia May Seifert. Lexi Elizabeth Sates. Peyton Victoria Sellers. Sage Thomas Senger. Nathaniel Graham Sheffield. Olivia Hope Shockley. Bryce Beck Siebert. Jonathan Dutra Silva. Dylan Wyatt Sims. Jonathan Richard Simpson. Laura Margaret Slafka. Jackson Andrew Snell. Stephanie Raquel Solano. Sydney Arian Soteco. Hayden Olivia Sova. Harini Srinivasan. Ari Abram Cohen Stotts. Spencer Michael Stansberry. Megan Chase Starcher. Ava Cecilia Starosky. Casey James Stauffer. Garrett Lenane Stein. Arthur Vay Stewart. Emma Elizabeth Straw. Alicia Chanel Struthers. Clement Nathaniel Susanto. Ethan Diego Sutherland. Hannah Rose Swaney. Mars Douglas Swite. Grayson Aeneas Sykes. Mia Rose Takis. Alyssa Nicole Tanksley. Allie Rainhauk Taylor. Isabella Claire Taylor. Madison Lily Taylor. Gwendolyn Renee Terrell. Peyton Ann Terrell. Braylon Alexander Thomas. Jamar Anthony Thomas. Braden McLean Thompson. Francesca LeMay Thompson. Michael Colin Thompson. Ross Carter Thompson. Tyler Morgan Thompson. Talon Kira Thorpe. Marhiri Diara Thrasher. Ayanna Malia Timmons. Nathan Tiwatri. Campbell Quinlan Tompkins. Diana Michelle Torres Olin. Sophie Claire Townley. Christopher Paul Townsend. Caroline Hope Tucker. Kyle Michael Tyson. Samay Apadya. Joseph Cole Upchurch. Connor Thomas Updegraff. Isabel Urquidi. Skylar Storm Vermillion. Alexander James Versace. Haley Rebecca Vineset. Carly Elizabeth Volmer. Selena Talvi Vu. Vidya Vaya Karanam. Haley Elizabeth Wallet. John Barrett Walters. Noah Joseph Watts. Tyler Michael Weddle. Kendall Rose Wegner. Joshua Michael Welch. Maria Ann Wells. Marissa Marie Wells. Braden Christopher Whitaker. Hannah Grace White. Jemiah Elise White. Sophia Elizabeth White. Marilyn Clara Whitworth. Neve Wiggins. Aubrey Olivia Williams. Savion Isaiah Williamson. Sydney Marie Waddle. Patrick Chase Wright. Tucker Edward Janaszewski. Patrick Michael Yarbrough. Harper McLaurin Young. Tristan Tyler Young. Eduardo Felipe Zabalaron. Grace Elizabeth Zeringer. Luke Andrew Zimmer. Luke Daniel Zovkik. Braden Paul Zabrod. Sean Frank Zviegan.
Class of 2025, please rise. Now we still got to remind people who we are, so get ready to go. We are! Oh, that's beautiful. Class of 2025, by the power vested in me by the state of South Carolina and the Fort Mill School District Board of Trustees, I now pronounce you graduates of Fort Mill High School. Please remain standing for the Fort Mill High School alma mater, farewell, and recessional.
Rising in the golden sunshine, grandly to the view, reaches our dear alma mater, proudly to the blue. Sing her praises, never ceasing, fling her banner high. Hail to thee, our alma mater, dear old Fort Mill High. Congratulations, class of 2025. Whether you're bawling your eyes out or you're ready to sprint away with your diploma and never look back, I want you to take a moment and think about the person you were the first time you walked into Fort Mill High. Your biggest fear was probably walking from R400 to the gym. While we've had the opportunity to spend the past 4 years learning about mitosis and Macbeth from some of the most incredible teachers in South Carolina, thank you, Mr. Ruddy and Mr. Ruddy, I've learned far more from each and every one of you.
From elementary school recess to blue and gold gowns, we've grown up together. From playful, curious kids to resilient, ambitious adults. As you close the chapter of Fort Mill High School and begin the book of the rest of your life, remember the lessons we taught each other. Keep changing for the better, but always remember you belong in the Yellow Jacket universe. Congratulations, class of 2025.
picture. Everything gets packed up before we take pictures and cry.